Alright everybody, this is SFMG and it's time for another great day of Magic. Today we're going to be playing some Mono Red. This is Mono Red. So, this one's going to be taking advantage of the snow-covered mountains. So, we got some Fervent Champion. You can't have a Mono Red deck without Fervent Champion, can ya? So, a little bit of Fervent Champion, some Fireblade Charger, which is great because it gets haste if you attach an equipment to it. Frostbite is nice because it deals 3 damage instead of 2 if you control 3 or more snow permanents, such as snow-covered mountains, right? Robber of the Rich, another classic card here in the Mono Red build. 3 Shatterskull Smashings. Arnie, Broken Brow. We've got 2 copies of this. It has haste, plus a boast of 1. You may change Arnie Broken Bow's base power to 1 plus the greatest power among other creatures you control until end of turn. So if I pump something up with my Embercleave, or if I pump something up, like say my Annex is like a 7/7 or an 8/8, and then I attack with both the Annex and this, I have 1 extra mana, boom, now I got 2 8/8s going, or a 9/9 and an 8/8 going towards their face. Burji, God of Storytelling. Whenever you cast a spell, add 1 red mana until end of turn. You don't lose mana as steps and phases end. Creatures you control can boast twice during each turn. That's really nice for Arnie, right? Can boast twice during each of their turns rather than once. Or you could use the Harnfell Horn of Bounty. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. So a little bit of card advantage there. Bone Crusher Giant, you do the 2 damage. You get the 4/3. If someone tries to cast a spell on it, it deals 2 damage to them. Annex. Annex's power is equal to your devotion to red. Whenever Annex or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 red Satyr creature. Satyr creature token. With the creature can't block. If the creature had power 4 or greater, create 2 of those tokens instead. So, as the opponent's maybe knocking some of our other little stuff off the board, we're still getting little attackers. Phoenix of the Ash is great. Can come back in from the graveyard with the escape function. If you do that, it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. You can also pay 3 to get +2/+0 until end of turn, and it is flying haste. Torbrand, this is cool because if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So, the 2 from the Robber of the Rich becomes 4, the 1 from the Fervent Champion becomes 3, and so on. Makes things just a lot more dangerous. Goldspan Dragon, this was in the last deck I showed you guys. 2 copies of it in this deck as well. If you're not familiar with this card, you should get familiar with this card. You're going to see a lot of it in any build that has red. Whenever Goldspan Dragon attacks or becomes a target of a spell, create a treasure token. Treasures you control have sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. So now our treasure tokens give us 2 mana as long as we can keep Goldspan Dragon on the board, and he has flying and haste. So it's definitely a good creature. Embercleave, we all know this one. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creatures get +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. Then we got 3 Castle Embers, 16 snow-covered mana, so 19 mana over here, plus our 3 Shatterskull Smashing for a total of 22 mana in this build. I think that's enough talking. I got this build. This isn't my own creation. I got this from Hello Good Game, and I believe he got that from somebody else as well, but you'll have to go visit Hello Good Game's YouTube channel and watch the video to find out. So, without further ado, let's see how it do. After I did my videos yesterday, after I did my video and I did my Twitch yesterday, I went and I busted out my old my old Shrines deck. And I was actually surprised it's still getting wins. Maybe I'll do another video on the unupdated Shrine deck. Alright, yeah, that's a keeper. Turn 1, Fervent Champion. Turn 2, Robber of the Rich. We've got 3 mana sources. If we have to use the Shattered Skull Smashing, we will on turn 2, I'm thinking. Nah, let's just... Those darn tap lands. I could pay the 3 life, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to give up life on my red build. Especially seeing how I'm... Looks like I might be going against mono white aggro. Could be wrong. Don't know why mono white aggro would have a Fabled Passage, so this could be... Ooh, is this a green-white enchant... Oh, green-white +1 enchantment counters build. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, so what do we do here? Yep. And then see if they want to trade with the Robber of the Rich. I'll offer up a trade. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. But apparently they can. So I say we kill the Conclave Mentor now. Unless they have some way... Oh wait, I don't have enough mana yet. Duh. Not enough mana yet. So we will do this. We're still only going to attack with our Robber of the Rich. It's the only one I really want to trade with right now. That Fervent Champion will be doing a lot more once I pay the 3 life next turn and get Torbrand down. Oh wow, that sucks. Had to know it was coming at some point though. This is what this green-white deck does. It just puts counters down and doubles the amount of counters and has that artifact that it can put all the counters on if the creature dies with the counters on it, right? All sorts of fun stuff they're able to do. All sorts of trickery. So they're taking 9, or they're trading, okay, and they'll take 6. Oh, no trade. And they're just gonna keep protecting and pumping that Conclave Mentor. They'll have 12 damage going at their face next turn. I mean, or I could just attack with everything and call it good, right? And I have another Torbrand, so I might as well just attack with everything. Because if I have to, I can put another Torbrand out next turn. Doesn't change anything. I'm still going to win the game, right? If I've done my math correctly, that's 12 damage, even if they block the Torbrand. And they don't have first strike, so... Good game. If I mathed correctly. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot to say I was going to play this deck ranked because, in the video I watched was hella good game. He got like, I say he got about like a 75% win rate. And that was in Diamond ranked. So, here we are at Platinum. We're just gonna see if we can get similar results there. Don't typically play ranked once I've hit that Platinum tier 4, but might as well, just to show, you know, anybody who's working their way up the list. I mean, this deck will definitely do it. At least according to Hello Good Game it will, and I don't have any reason to argue with him. Guy definitely knows what he's talking about. Thing's working, right? So far, so good. Yeah, you usually don't catch me playing a lot of mono red, but I got so tilted yesterday. Even though I was winning, I was getting all my wins like I should, you know. It's just, if you've ever built a 75 to 80% win rate deck before, you know the type of tricks that Magic will play with you to try to get that win rate down to closer to 50%. You know, mana screwing, mana flooding, just every little dirty trick the game can throw at you. It felt like it started throwing at me yesterday. I had the worst Twitch stream of my life, just raging, just F this and F that, and just, yeah, I probably wasn't the coolest dude to watch on Twitch. And the crazy thing is I was still getting like a 70-80% win rate. It's just a battle, and it's one thing to feel like you're facing your opponent, and it's totally another when you feel like you're facing your opponent and Wizards of the Coast is like tying your hand behind your back. You know, it's like 2-on-1. And yeah, I mean, I was still getting the win rates. That Tibalt, you know, Magic can kind of try to screw me all they want. I was still getting the win rates. It was just making me just so tilted, though, you know. The extremes I had to go to for those rates. Do I waste the Frostbite here? I kind of have to, don't I? Or do I throw out another Robber of the Rich, attack with both, and say, hello? Invite them to do a trade? Or just take the 4 to the face, and then they'll try to come at me for 4 next turn. I guess they'll take the trade. Oh, no trade. But that means next turn, unless they get... Oh, no. No, because I don't have my 3rd snow source. No snow for me. Huh. What do you do in this situation? You don't block, that's for sure. You definitely get the Luminarch Aspirant out of there if you can. Maybe a little bit of Fireblade Charger action. Attack with the Robber of the Rich. See if they want to trade their Speaker of the Heavens, which they do. Apparently they did not want me to have that Sky Mall. Oh, that's great. That's freaking great. I don't know what we're going to do to get around that without something like a Frostbite or something, which we have no way of dealing with their Selfless Savior, so I don't know why they did that. They're not even going to get the life for it, because I have First Strike. Oh, goodness. Well, that was stupid. That was stupid. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Because we know they're going to put the Luminarch Aspirant out and start pumping creatures. Oh no, even worse. Sky Maulclave. And a Selfless Savior. I have the Phoenix of the Ash, but it's not going to do me much good. Whoa, are they trading their Lurrus? Okay. They want to trade their Lurrus. I don't know why. Oh, it's because they have their Selfless Savior, duh. I need to stop forgetting about that Selfless Savior. It's costing me a lot of cards. I think this is pretty much good game here, folks. I don't have a whole lot to deal with here. To deal with this nonsense, they're going to start creating those angels, and then it's just all over from there. Okay, 50%. It is what it is. I'm not going to waste a lot of time chasing a loss. No reason to do that. That's not how you play mono red, right? Mono red is just get in, get out. By turn 5, you either have won it or you know you've lost it, right? Not liking that I have 2 Torbrands in my starting hand. I have nothing I can really play until turn 3. And yet, for some stupid reason, I'm going to keep it. Don't know why I'm keeping it. No troubles getting the mana. Maybe we'll get Torbrand next turn. I'm thinking, you know, since they're black, they'll probably have a removal spell for it. But that's okay, because we have another one. Thanks to magic. You know, if you don't get 2 of your 3 ofs in your starting hand, you're just not playing magic, right? Ooh, they countered it. Thought it was going to get in there and then get removed, but apparently not. So we'll just see if we can get the next guy to resolve. I don't really want to risk the Torbrand, but I don't want to not risk it either and have them not come up with a counter spell. I mean, that would suck too, right? So maybe we just do this and pump the Phoenix. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing without risking my Torbrand, right? Because I'm still hitting them for 4. Well, they got me with the sacrifice a creature. It does have the escape function. So, you know, I do have that going for me. They don't have any counterspell mana out, you know. Now I have to consider, oh, maybe they have a removal. I mean, they do have black in there. So, it's not unreasonable to think that they would have a removal spell. They really want to keep that Dream Devourer in there. I don't know why. Alright, moving on. See if they can remove the Torbrand. If they do, I think we escape the Phoenix of Ash, right? No, that won't be enough. That won't be enough. So then we will Bone Crusher Giant. Attack. Hold back the 2 for the face. And the Extinction Event. Odds. To which we respond with 2 to the face. Say goodbye to those cards. And it will be our turn. Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, we'll see if they have a removal spell for this, because if they don't, that's game. Right? Doing my math correct. +1 double strike makes it a 5/5 double strike, or a 5/4 double strike. Yep. So nothing at instant speed. Or nothing on their turn, I mean, sorry. They might be saving something for instant speed. Let's just go ahead and attack with all. They might be waiting for me to cast my Embercleave before they do something. Oh, okay. And, well, it's not quite game, but gets us a lot closer, right? Maybe they just try to block... Well, they can't, right? If they just try to block the Fervent Champion, they die. So, they had to kind of do the trade. They're down to 2, which at this point, I mean, even if they kill both my creatures, I don't really care. Because I'll just Phoenix Avash and get the 2 that way. So this is pretty much good game, unless they have a way of removing both these creatures and then countering my Phoenix Avash. Or, which, no, they don't. So yeah. 66.66666%, you know, so far. That's good enough to keep climbing up the ladders. The fact that the games are pretty quick. We got 3 games in about 15 minutes, you know, if you don't account for my 6-minute explanation of the deck or so. So yeah, I mean, I would have to definitely agree with Hello Good Game. This is, you know, if you don't mind playing the same deck again and again, and maybe you have this built, maybe you have that Tibalt on Friends built that I showed you the other day, and maybe you just kind of maybe bounce back and forth between them. I mean, if you built the Tibalt, you've already got those 2 copies of that flying 4/4 Haste Dragon there. There's no way we keep this, right? We mulligan it. Mulligan. Looks a little bit better, but what do we drop out? The Torbrand? I think so. It was either that or the Embercleave. I think I'm going to play this one first so I can actually Robber of the Rich on turn 2. And I don't want to pay life. It's mono red against mono red. Or at least what I'm thinking is mono red, right? Mono red showdown. Oh, cool. And they did the same thing. Turn 2 Robber of the Rich. Great. To which I turn 2 Robber of the Rich, which they'll turn 3 Stomp me, I imagine. To which my response will be another turn 3 Robber of the Rich. Yeah, so I mean, Shock, Stomp. If they have the Stomp, they use it here. Yeah, cool. We'll just see. I don't know, I guess if they have an Annex, they could play an Annex here. No, they just stomp me in the face. Just stomp my little robber, man. Oh, it's not mono red. This is the, set red-white aggro build. Bosri's Lieutenant. Yeah, this is red and white knights, right? But not a whole lot of knight cards I've seen here. I think that... Is that Bosri even a knight? I think it is. Yeah, Bosri's a knight. What is this? Oh, God. Yeah, I think we just attack. See what they want to do here. Of course we Embercleave. And then, hopefully next turn, if they don't remove the Robber of the Rich, hopefully we can Skyclave Apparition their Robber of the Rich, or If they get their giant down, their Bone Crusher giant, then we can use their Skyclave on their Bone Crusher giant. Stone Coil Serpent and then a Bone Crusher giant. So still the same plan though, right? Oh, that is not good for them. We're definitely going to be losing a Fervent Champion here. If they decide to go that route. Alright. So we're basically trading a Fervent Champion for Bone Crusher Giant. Skyclave Apparition, the Bone Crusher Giant. And yeah, say go, opponent. I mean, next turn... Oh yeah, I'll definitely block that. I don't know what one card they're going to put out. Yeah, that's game. That's game. 75% win rate. That's 3 out of 4, right? As quick as these games have been, I think we got enough time for about one more game. Alright. Got our Fervent Champion, Fireblade Charger, 3 sources of mana if we use that Shatter Skull Smashing, which means we can do hopefully a Burgee turn 3. Shatter Skull Smashing on turn 2. And if we can get that 4th mana, I mean, this, yeah, looks like a good game. Or at least a good hand. It's got possibilities and such. And there's that 4th mana we were hoping for. For only having 22 red mana sources, 3 of those being Shatter Skull Smashings, this deck seems to get its mana when it needs it. I can't, you know, I know I've only played 4 games in this video, but I can't think of any of those 4 games where we really got mana screwed. What a great value card. Such an awesome value card. Yeah, it goes in tapped. And we do the Fireblade Charger. Attack in for 1 more. They gain 2 life. I mean, they're not going to trade. Well, it wouldn't be a trade anyways, right? They're just going to get their 2 life back on this turn. Maybe more if they can pump it. And then, yeah, we'll get her in. Hold back the Fireblade Charger, maybe. Threaten a little block action. Ooh, okay. Okay. That was their thought. That was their doo-doo. So at this point, I mean, I can just hold back the Fervent Champion. I really want to get her out, though. Yeah, let's get her out. I mean, she won't be an easy Blood Chief's target. They'll have to, you know, Heartless Actor or eliminate her, Murderous Rider her, you know, you're not going to get that cheap little 1-cost removal. Now, if you're trying to prevent me from blocking, you could use a cheap 1-cost removal on the Fireblade Charger, but that's a 1-to-1. You haven't really gained any real mana advantage by doing that. Or card advantage. And they say go! Alright. Are they holding back a Murderous Rider in case I have a Torbrand or in case I have an Embercleave? If they are, we're going to do this. We're going to disappoint them for this turn. Right? And when we attack with both of these, hold back blockers enough for the Null Priest. And yeah, now we wait for removal that doesn't come. The removal that never comes. So we could have Torbrand there, but I don't see... I mean, there wouldn't really have been... There would have been 1 point maybe of extra damage there if we would have Torbrand. I mean, Torbrand's looking a lot better on this turn. I mean, even just a Castle Emberth without even risking my Torbrand is looking a lot better. I mean, what do they do? Extinction? No? Rankle-Master. I guess they'll try to make me sacrifice a creature, but that wouldn't work because they'd be sacrificing a better creature than me. I'd be trading a Fireblade Charger for a Null Priest? Sure. Deal. Dice, right? So, with that being the case, I'll just discard this land. I don't care. I've already got my 4. This whole deck runs on 5 total. And they do want to sacrifice a creature. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah, I think we go Torbrand. We attack with these two. Hold the Phoenix of the Ash back. Make them deal with the Torbrand or the Phoenix. Drop Annex next turn. And hopefully have them in a position where they quit. I don't know, or we gut it out. Right? Do they have the Extinction event? And if so, which creatures am I losing? I mean, they go odd, right? And then I still have a Torbrand and hit them for 4. Phoenix of the Ash trade for Rankle is okay as long as they don't have another Rankle here. But that's okay because I can bring the Phoenix back out. Ooh, I really like that. Bring the Phoenix back out. Sacrifices a creature. Fine. Oh yeah, they realize it's over. Cool. 33 minutes. I believe we played 6-1-5. So it did exactly like Tybalt and Friends. These videos, once again, these are not edited. This is all one straight record. So, you know, it is luck of the draw as far as, you know, the cards and the matchmaker and all that. But, hey, you know, I would have to agree with Hello Good Game that if I was inclined to be trying to run up the leaderboards and get into Diamond or Mythic or, you know, whatever you're trying to do, if running up the leaderboard is your kind of thing, which, you know, I realize a lot of people like to do, then yeah, I say, you know, what's really cool about this is if you do the Tybalt and Friends, which we just did yesterday, I mean, it's 70-80% win rate deck here. I think yesterday we did over 80% win rate. We did exactly the same this deck did, 5 out of 6, right? So you already have your Goldspan Dragons. You know, a lot of this other stuff you probably already have lying around, except for maybe the Valky, which, trust me, you're going to want these Valkyes anyways. But then a lot of that mono red you probably already have lying around too. So, I mean, talk about bang for your buck. You can almost get, you know, I imagine for most people, they're probably only going to have to draft those 4 Tybalt to maybe these 2 gold span dragons. So let's just say you had to draft 6 cards, but what you get out of it, and even if you have to draft these, so let's just say you drafted 10 cards, but you get 2 awesome decks that or just call them 70 to 80% win rate decks that will help you climb up the ladder without getting too bored, right? You can bounce between a mono red and then something that's maybe, I don't even know what to call the Tybalt. It's control, I guess. It's a weird form of control. It's that weird rogue, control-y, removal-y, just gotta get to the end good stuff kind of thing, versus mono red aggro, which is like a no-brainer. You just, draw, play a mana, play a card, attack. Play a mana, play a card, attack, right? I mean, it's not really a whole lot of brain power, and there is a little bit, but not much. So yeah, I mean, my recommendation is if you're one of those people that's gonna be climbing the leaderboards there towards Mythic, yeah, I would say make yourself a Tybalt and Friends. Make yourself a copy of Hello Good Games, Goddess of Rage, and bounce back and forth between them. If it seems like the matchmaker's kind of catching on to you over here, switch, right? So this is SFMG, new content creator. I think this is video number 7 or 8 now. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you do like this video, help me get out there to more eyeballs. Click that like button so your friends can see it too. Please, please, please subscribe. And for you, you can always click that little bell icon if you want to get my latest video the second it comes out, hot off the presses. So, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.